Hello student, in our last video we started the solar concentrated, that is the solar concentrating collector, and in that we have seen or we introduce only different types of the collectors. That is the first is the flat absorber with the flat reflector concentrated, and next is the second one is the cylindrical parabolic concentrated. Third one is the Fresnel lens concentrated. Fourth one is the compound parabolic concentrated, and last one is the collector with a fixed circular concentrated and moving absorber. And we studied two types, that is the first two types, that is the flat absorber with a flat reflected concentrated, and second is the cylindrical parabolic concentrated. And in this video we started with the third type, that is the Fresnel lens concentrated. So let's start with that. That is the C. Third type is the Fresnel lens concentrating collector. Concentration is also achieved by lenses. In previous two concentrated, that is the two concentrating collectors, we are using only mirror, but lenses are also used for the concentration. So the Fresnel lenses are used for the concentration. The Fresnel lens is a thin and flat on one side and has a fine longitudinal grooves on the either side, which is shown in the figure. That is the upper part is the Fresnel lens, which is flat at the one side and very thin as compared to other side, and the another side has a fine longitudinal grooves. That means the small curve shape, that is the longitudinal grooves which are on the either side, and this is the Fresnel lens. This lens is used for the concentration purpose in the concentrating collector. These lenses are usually made up of acrylic sheets. There is an acrylic material which is used for the construction of the or for these lenses are made up of acrylic sheets. This is the material which are used for the construction of the Fresnel lens. This type have concentration ratio between 10 to 80 and yield temperature between 150 to 400 degree Celsius. That means the Fresnel lens concentrating collector has a concentration ratio which is lies between 10 to 80. That means the ratio of effective aperture area to the ratio of area of the absorber plate, which is lies in between the 10 to 80 for the concentrating collector, and which is the Fresnel lens. And the yield temperature, that means the temperature which obtained with the help of Fresnel lens concentrating collector is nearly about 150 to 400 degree Celsius. The Fresnel lens concentrating collector, which is shown in the figure, there is a Fresnel lens which has the one side is the thin and other side has a longitudinal grooves. The thin side of the Fresnel lens is imposed to the solar radiation through on which the solar radiation are incident, and after incident of the solar radiation, the Fresnel lens concentrate the solar radiation at a particular point. That means the Fresnel lens is used for the concentrating purpose, and the concentrating point where the absorber is placed, so that the absorber absorb all that heat or all that radiation, and this heat is utilized for the different purposes, that is the generally heating of water. So this is the figure of Fresnel lens concentrated, and this is all about the Fresnel lens concentrating collector. Now next part is the next type is the compound parabolic concentrated, which is shown in the following figure. That means it has a parabolic nature but little bit complicated as compared to simply parabolic collector. So it is therefore it is also known as the compound parabolic concentrated. The compound parabolic concentrated consists of curved segment, that is which is shown in the figure. That is two curved segment, which one is the at the right side and other is at the left side on which the solar radiation are incident, and after that there is a reflection of the solar radiation, and these reflected solar radiation are focusing on the absorber plate with the help of that curved segment, which are part of the two parabolas. That means generally these two parts like a parabola, so these are the two parts of the parabola. Therefore this type of the concentrated is known as the compound parabolic concentrator. The concentration ratio is a moderate and range in between 3 to 10. That means this type of the concentrating collector which has the concentration ratio which is in the between, that is 3 to 10, and which is the moderate range. The main advantage of this concentrated is that it has a high acceptance angle and requires only occasional tracking. That means this type of the concentrating collector requires only small tracking mechanism. That means for the occasional there is only tracking requirement, otherwise there is no requirement of any tracking, and it also has very high acceptance angle. That means it is able to collect maximum amount of solar radiation, so that we will get maximum amount of heat, and so that the efficiency of the compound parabolic concentrator is high. The compound parabolic concentrator which is shown in the figure, which has two curved segment, that means the two part of the parabola, and which are used for the reflection purpose, and the last part is the absorber on which the all reflected or direct radiation are focused, and so that the absorber absorb all that radiation, and this absorbed radiation are utilized for the different purposes. So this is the compound parabolic concentrated. Now the next type and the last one is the concentrated with a fixed circular concentrated and moving absorber. As we seen above, all the absorber are fixed, but in this the absorber is moving and the collector with a fixed circular concentrated. So this is the which is shown in the figure. There is a circular concentrated which is fixed, and the small pipes or the small circular holes which are the absorber, which are continuously moving on the circular concentrated, and this circular concentrated which is fixed at a particular place. The concentrated is an array of flat narrow mirror strips fixed on the cylindrical surface. That means there is a small strip, that is the mirror strip, which is shown in the figure. That means these narrow mirror strips which are placed on the cylindrical surface, that means at the cylindrical shape which is shown in the figure, that is a metal strip at the bottom of the which is at the cylindrical shape, so that all type of radiation which are incident on that plate and reflected again and go back to the absorber plate or absorber pipe for the absorption. As the sun moves, mirror strip produce a narrow line image on the absorber plate. That means as the sun moves, the path of the radiation changes, and so that the metal strips are able to collect that radiation which are scattered here and there, and after that there is a reflection of that radiation from the mirror strip, and which is collected on the absorber pipe. So this absorbed heat is utilized for the different purposes. The collector with a fixed circular concentrated and the moving absorber which is shown in following figure, and it has a narrow mirror strips which is shown in the figure, that means which are placed at the circular cylindrical surface, and this is used to collect the all solar radiation, all type of the solar radiation, and after that there is a focusing on the absorber pipe. And this is all about the collector with a fixed circular concentrated and moving absorber. These all are the different types of the concentrating collectors which are used for the collection of the solar radiation, and again this solar radiation is converted in the form of that is the solar energy is converted into the form of heat, and this heat is used for the different photothermal application. So this is all about the types of the concentrating collectors. Now last one is remaining, that is the paraboloid dish concentrating collector, which has very high efficiency, that is which is used to collect the maximum amount of solar radiation. That means it provides large area for the solar radiation, so that maximum solar radiation is collected with the help of paraboloid dish concentrating collector. In order to achieve higher concentration ratio and temperature, this type of collector is used. That means the area of the paraboloid dish type collector is very large as compared to other collectors, that is the concentrating collectors, so that the concentration ratio is also higher and the temperature of obtained is also higher than the other types of the concentrating collector. Such collectors can have concentration ratios ranging from 100 to few thousand and the temperature up to 2000 degree Celsius. That means the huge temperature as compared to other concentrating collector, and the concentration ratio which is ranging from 100, that means the 100 to few thousand, which is very high as compared to other types. Concentration ratio is lies between 100 to few thousand. That means the ratio of these two quantities, that is the area of the aperture and the area of the absorber plate, in that the area of absorber plate is very less as compared to the area of the aperture. That means the area of aperture is large, that means the maximum amount of solar radiation is collected on the aperture and it absorbs through the very small, that means the absorption through very small area as compared to incident area. So the concentration ratio is very high and the temperature also very high, it is in the order of 2000 degree Celsius. The paraboloid dish concentrating collector, which is shown in the figure, there is a paraboloid dish. At the bottom there is a paraboloid dish on which the solar radiation are incident, and after that there is a reflection from that paraboloid dish and which is collected at the receiver or the absorber plate, so which is placed above the paraboloid dish, so that the maximum radiation is collected on that. And this is the diagram of the paraboloid dish concentrating. The actual paraboloid dish concentrator, which is shown in the right hand figure. This is the at the center part, that is the above the paraboloid dish there is a receiver and which is used to receive the all reflected radiation from the paraboloid dish. So we will get maximum temperature and hence maximum concentration ratio. This is all about the paraboloid dish concentrating collector. In order to collect large amount of energy at a one point, the central receiver concept has been adopted. That means the paraboloid dish type collector collect the large amount of radiation. That means it provide the large area for the incident radiation, so that larger amount of energy at one point the central receiver concept has been adopted. That means the central receiver concept is useful for collection of the solar radiation at a particular one point. The beam radiation is reflected from the number of independently controlled mirrors called heliostats to a central receiver located at the top of the tower. That means there is a small mirror strips, and which is also called as the heliostat, and which is independently controlled mirrors. That means they are not depend one another, they are independently controlled. So this is also known as the heliostats to a central receiver, which is used for the collection of solar radiation, and after that there is a reflection from the heliostat and which is collected on the central receiver and which is located at the top of the tower. Tower means these are the three black lines which is shown in the figure. These all are the tower, and on that the receiver is fixed, so that the maximum solar radiation is collected with the help of receiver. This is the actual concept behind the paraboloid dish concentrating collector. Now, as we seen, That is the energy balance equation for the flat plate collector. Similarly, we have to see the energy balance equation for the concentrating collectors. An energy balance equation for concentrating collector under steady state condition. This is the under the steady state condition, and which is given by QU is equal to A into S minus QL. Again there is a QU and QL are the rate of heat, and A and S are the parameters. That is, the A is the area and S is the solar beam radiation per unit effective aperture area absorbed in the absorber plate. Let's see one by one. Where QU, that means the rate of useful heat gain, that means the useful amount of heat which is collected from the collector, which is denoted by QU, and this rate is balanced by the other two terms, that is the A into S minus QL. These all are the terms which is balanced with the QU, where A is the effective area of the aperture of the concentrated, that means the area which is imposed to the solar radiation, which is the aperture area of the aperture. QL is same again, rate of heat loss from the collector. There are different heat losses from the collector, and this rate is denoted by QL. And the effective area, the product of effective area and the solar beam radiation per unit effective aperture area, that means the how much solar radiation coming from the sun per unit effective area of the aperture into the effective area of the aperture, that means the how much solar radiation per unit effective area aperture are absorbed into the total area of the aperture, that means the product of this quantity minus QL, that is the heat losses from that, then we will get the total amount of heat which is useful, that means the useful heat gain. This equation is the energy balance equation for the concentrating collector. That means if we consider the product of area of the aperture and the solar radiation per unit effective area of the aperture, the product of both, that is the useful heat which is, but there is some losses, so we subtract these losses, that is the heat losses from that product, so that we will get the rate of useful heat gain. This is the energy balance equation for the concentrating collectors. So this is all about the concentrating collectors. We have seen different types of the concentrating collectors, what doing by concentrating collectors, and different parameters which are useful for the concentrating collectors, and also we have seen the energy balance equation for the concentrating collectors. Now in our next video we will see some advantages as well as the disadvantages of the concentrating collectors. So we will continue with that.